Hey everyone, this is Tyler Nicely with MIU. This is my week 1 video review and also my reflection video on some of the design principles from week 1. We have questions that we try to answer for each video, and of course the first one is what went better than expected. I think what went better than expected was a lot of what we learned in VFW certainly carried over. It's nice that we were able to start with a clean app, a nice clean CRUD app. I actually needed to build a new one from scratch. Well, not from scratch. Actually relied heavily on what I already built, but it's been significantly modified and keep modifying it, but that went better than I thought. So what didn't go as well as expected? I rely heavily, I think, a lot on CSS. I try to stylize my pages, my app, probably more than I need to. I think I need to get into the habit of building first and then styling later. So how does all this relate to what we're doing right now? Well, I think that we're prepping as we're learning design principles, I think that this class will have us do as much as we're learning, and I think that next we're going to be taking a look at building a clean and functional app, but also using jQuery to do that and building in jQuery. So how do you think this will relate later on? I think that we're going to need to be pretty flexible moving forward, just from what I think I know about upcoming classes. I think that what we're going to go through in this class is going to prepare us to think both about the design and the architecture of the app at the same time, and that we're going to need to have a process in place for dealing with the code in an abstract way and then hanging our design on that and making high-quality apps. So let's look at the assignment. So for our week 1 app, we really just wanted to build a better index page, basically, for our CRUD app. I think that this is going to end up being our bronze app as we build our gold app in jQuery. I have our call to action right here. This is a very clean, very obvious. It's a nice big inviting button. And forgive me, Robin, for not remembering the name of this design principle here. And then, of course, we have our options just below, our browse options, and we have our search. Of course, search doesn't work yet, but it will next week for jQuery. So it's very, very vanilla right now. If we click on one of these buttons, it takes us over to Fandango. However, next week we'll actually drill down and do single page drill down and that type of great stuff. I know you can't tell right now, but in a couple of weeks, as we get deeper into MIU, I've actually started working on implementing a few of our design principles, such as few, use, many values, and depth. But anyways, don't worry about that right now. That's for later. And this is Tyler Nicely for week 1, and I hope everyone has a great week.